Compensation module in Zoho People. Compensation management is a crucial step in any HR operation. It's not just about salaries, but about ensuring fairness, transparency, and motivation across the organization. The compensation module in Zoho People helps you to manage and track all of your employees' salary, bonuses, salary revision letters, all in one place. And it only takes 4 steps to set up the compensation module in the system. And the first one would be setting up the general preferences. And step 2 is defining your different salary templates. And step 3 is creating different combinations of salary revision letters. And step 4 is about setting up permissions in the compensation module. So let's start with step 1. And to do that, let's navigate to Settings and then Compensation. So here under Configuration, we have the general settings, and the first one would be salary tracking methods. So this module helps you to track and manage your employee's salary, but how is this going to happen? Do you want to track only your employee's annual CTC, or along with the annual CTC, do you also want to track the salary components, that is the breakup of CTC? So we have 2 different options here, employee pay only, and the next one would be detailed employee pay tracking along with benefits and breakup. In case if you go with this option, employee pay only, this will help you to store only the employee's total CTC. So the moment you enable employee pay only, the option to create different salary structure is disabled. So let's go with the option of managing the employee salary along with breakup and other salary components. And then we have the feature to round off employee's salary. So if this round off feature is not enabled, all the salaries will be in a decimal value, which rounds off the employee salary up to 2 decimal places. In case if you want the salary amount to be a whole number, you can enable this round off option. And then we have a unique security feature with respect to the compensation module. Let's say I'm enabling the re-authentication duration for 30 minutes, which means you start working on the compensation module. Let's say you're creating a salary structure or a revision letter. Every 30 minutes, system will ask you to re-authenticate. That is, you will have to key in your email ID and password, and only then you will be able to resume using this module. So you can also adjust the re-authentication time up to 60 minutes. And we have the option manage hike push sanction. So we also have a provision where the salary hike details can be a part of an employee's appraisal. So we do have the performance management system in Zoho People that helps you to manage your employee's appraisal. Along with the performance appraisal, you can also include salary hike. So salary hike is provided in the performance module, it gets approved, and then the information gets pushed to the compensation module. So once the details are pushed here, employee's salary gets revised. However, if you want to add an additional layer of approval here, that is, once the hike details are pushed from the performance module into the compensation module, it can trigger an approval to all the compensation module administrators. Only after getting approval from these administrators, the salary information of the employee gets revised. And this is called as manage hike push sanction. You can have this option enabled. And the next provision is about sharing the salary revision letter to employees. So usually when you trigger the salary revision letter to your employees, they get an email notification, and in that email notification, there will be a hyperlink. So when they click on the link, they will be redirected to Zoho People and they'll have an option to view the salary revision letter. However, the option that is attach revision letter in the publish notification, that is, when you publish the revision letter, they get an email notification and the revision letter will be provided as an attachment, which is a PDF document. So that is what this option is about. So these are all the few general settings. And the next one is about setting up your currencies. Because what if your organization is spread across multiple locations across the globe? You will hire candidates from different regions, which is the currency will also be different. So here comes the base currency. So when you set up the compensation module for the very first time, you will have an option to set up the base currency. In addition to this base currency, we also have an option to add additional currencies here. So you click on add currency, and using this drop down, you can pick up a value, and you can also choose the currency format and what is the current exchange rate for this currency. And after providing all the information, you can click on save. So when we create different combinations of salary structure, that is the salary template, the currencies that we are creating here can be used as an option. So this is the first step in setting up the compensation module, that is establishing the general settings.